I miss being a kid. And to be honest, I don't think it's the age that I have an issue with. I like being 19. I think it's just responsibilities and the fact that I was born in the 2000s. So when I was a kid, it was around the goated time of life. So it was before COVID, it was the 2010s. I think that's what I necessarily miss more than just being a kid. Even though being a kid was beautiful, being a kid is nostalgic. Being a kid means no responsibilities. But I think it's more so the times that I miss. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? So I got some video game footage for you guys to look at while I travel back in time. Today, I woke up and I was thinking about nostalgia again. Now, the reason why I was thinking about this nostalgia was because obviously we're in 2025, but I started thinking about 10 years ago, 2015. When I was a kid, 2015, when I was a teenager, 2015 was my favorite year ever. SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water, life, me as a Jamaican, we were active in Connecticut. I mean, we were outside the house like every weekend. We were going to the movies. We were going out to eat. We was hanging out with cousins. We were taking trips. We were living the state. I was in fashion shows, photo shoots. I mean, the pictures is on Facebook. If you go check my mom's Facebook, the pictures is all there. And one of those things I was thinking about was summer vacation. Now, obviously, 10 years ago was 2015, like I just said. Summer vacation. I kind of miss summer vacation. You know, I was the only Jamaican at this all-white summer camp, not gonna lie. It was amazing. We had, oh my God, it was fun, man. We were outside every day. We used to grill. We used to play sports. We used to be active. We used to play soccer. We used to take hikes. We saw a stray bear. We saw a snake in the woods. We saw frogs. Man, I was living like a literal white boy. No disrespect. I don't like to call out race, but I'm being dead ass. I was living like a white boy. I remember on our way to camp every day, on that school bus, I remember hearing Justin Bieber. I remember hearing Shut Up and Dance With Me. What's the name of the song? This woman is my destiny. Anyway, I remember hearing literally like the 2015 playlist. You could go to YouTube and type in 2015 hits, 2014 hits. That was exactly what we heard on the bus majority of the time, like 80% of the time. I even remember hearing Kim Kardashian was pregnant on the news, and look at where life is now. Look at Northwest now. Look at Kanye West now. You get what I'm saying? I remember hearing about celebrity scandals that was on the news, the Megala, just the stuff for relationships, Beyonce. I remember hearing all types of stuff back then. I remember life then, Justin Bieber. You know, there were a particular set of celebrities that was huge in 2015. So I kind of had that feeling again today because obviously it's July, it's summer. And I know a lot of people is too. A lot of people who like the past, a lot of people who like nostalgia, you're probably going to feel this. But something specifically I want to talk about is summer camp. I miss summer camp. I went to Google to see if the pictures that we took at camp was on Google, because I don't got the pictures that we have of us when we were at camp. And I can't find anything. I'm seeing more recent stuff now. But again, we also live in Connecticut. I live in Connecticut. Connecticut's not really that popular. Plus, to be honest, I do remember in camp in 2015, they really didn't take that many pictures of us. So I don't know what I expected. I thought I was going to see pictures of me. I thought I was going to see a website. I don't really know. But it was beautiful. It was fun, man. It was amazing. I miss those times. I think it's not just me missing camp. It's not just me being a kid. I think it's more so me missing the times with what I was doing, and it built a specific aesthetic. We are 10 years later. This decade doesn't have any pop culture, any lit culture, any lit significance to it. Unlike 2015, 2014, 2017. You get what I'm saying? 2016, 2018, the whole 2010s. If I sit up here and name every year, come on. So I remember I was the only Jamaican at this all-white summer camp. I mean, we had pretty surfer boys. We had lit surfer boys. We had pretty girls. At the time, obviously, I was a kid, so I could say that. But it was lit, you know what I'm saying? I was the only Jamaican there. Now, we had a few black kids there, but they weren't Jamaican. It was just me. Now, obviously, I could speak English, obviously, and I am black. Duh. Obviously. But what I'm saying is nobody was like on my type ethnicity. Just Americans. Just Americans. It's 2015. It's 10 years ago. So I was 9 years old in 2015. And our camp was 9th through 12th, our section. So We were obviously going to be, obviously, if you're older than 12, you can't slide. But in the year 2015, the camp counselors were cool as hell. The camp counselors was lit as hell. They let a few 13-year-olds and a few 14-year-olds slide. I ain't gonna lie. The price was expensive, but my mom also had worked with that daycare that had set up the program. My mom had worked with them, so it was kind of like a little bit cheaper. But if you just wanted to go to that camp, it was expensive. It's just bringing back memories. I'm just thinking about them all. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I remember a few of their names. Like, I remember a few of the boys' names. I remember a few of the names. I'm thinking of them right now. There was this one boy named Elijah, James. There was this dude named Fuzzy. There was these girls. I remember there was a couple Spanish kids there. It was just so many girls. There was this one Indian girl there. She was older than me. There was just a lot of white girls, a lot of white boys. There was this one white boy. He had beautiful eyes. He like a surfer boy. I'm pretty sure the girls worship him right now. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how he look right now. But yeah, I'm just saying. Like, me, I was just a regular. I had a box haircut. I wore shorts there every day. I wore shorts and a t-shirt because it was like 80, 90 degrees. My camp counselor, one of my camp counselors, every time I see him, I think of Deadpool. One of my camp counselors look like Ajax from Deadpool 1, 2016. He looks identical to him.
Wade fucking Wilson. What's my name?
Now, like I said, I'm talking about 2015. So when I saw Deadpool a year later, I was like, whoa, this is trippy as hell. And then also, to be honest, speaking of 2016, I went back to that camp for a second year, which was obviously summer 2016. And it was kind of like the same thing, but obviously we were just older. Now, to be honest, both years were a 10 out of 10. Both years were 10s. Like, camp in 2015 was a 10 out of 10. Camp in 2016 was a 10 out of 10. The only thing I'm going to be honest about was in 2016, there was less black kids. But guess what? It was still fire because I already knew everybody who was there in 2015. They already re-knew me, so we were just re-linking back up. I didn't have to introduce myself to a new set of people. Because in 2015, we all obviously all had to meet and get together and meet up. But in 2016, I already knew everybody who came back. So we were just meeting up, and it just felt like we just resumed back to where we left off. I remember we went hiking. We went canoeing. We went tubing. I said hiking, right? We played soccer. We played basketball. We played knockout. We had cookouts. We used to swim. We swam Tuesday and Thursday. So we needed swimming shoes and we needed swimming gear. We needed obviously our goggles. Obviously, like I said, we went to a lake. We went to a river. I said canoeing already. Oh my God, we saw all types of animals. We saw blue, big ass dragonflies. I told you we saw snakes. I told you we saw stray bears. I remember when we saw stray bears, they told we had to evacuate. They had to evacuate all of us, all the kids back inside slowly. Because if we run and then the bear sees us, then the bear's going to chase after us. They're like, slowly, move slowly. That was crazy. I think it's just that I miss 2015. I can't even just say I miss being a kid, but I do, because being a kid, I had no responsibilities, you know? The whole summer vacation was you wake up, you go to camp Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, you're off of school, so you chilling. The music was lit, the movies was lit, going to the movies, going out to eat, just living life. And then you go back to camp from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I had another camp counselor that had it, that her name was Kia. So every time I see the Kia cars, I think I heard, or Kia trucks. In 2018, when I had graduated one of my grades in 2018, the same camp counselor that I was telling you about that reminded me of Ajax from Deadpool, I saw him again, but in 2018, I wasn't in camp. So I remember that was the last time I saw him, but it just brought back memories. That was 7 years ago already. Time is flying. Jeez. I just kind of brought it back. And I got the music playing in the background. I got the whole 2015 vibe. Even though the game that I'm playing is obviously 2016, but still the vibes are still similar, you know? Am I missing anything? I talked about what we used to do. I talked about how fun it was. I had a few hobbies. I had a lot of hobbies around that time when I was a kid. It's not just the hobbies, though. It's not just the hobbies. It's the time frame. It's not just me missing doing those things. It was the time that goes perfectly with it that I missed the most. I remember I played soccer for 2 years. I played soccer in 2016 and 17. Yeah, I could continue playing soccer right now, but soccer in 2016 and 17 was goated. Bloomfield, Connecticut soccer team. And then I had quit. I had quit that soccer team because, not gonna lie, we it was coming up on winter. It was coming up on winter 2017, so we had to move to indoor soccer. When in Connecticut, in Bloomfield, Connecticut, for me, when we were doing indoor soccer, the rules changed. Like, I felt like soccer wasn't soccer anymore. We had to get indoor cleats. The rules were changing. They kept saying I was offsides. Gary, you're offsides. How am I offsides? I'm standing there. Wait, what? I'm playing the game. Oh my God, it used to piss me off. I had no freedom in indoor soccer. I was like, take me out of this. So I dropped out of indoor soccer, and then I was just obviously going to school every day. And while I was going to school every day, I was having a crush on Beyonce. So this is like early 2018. This is like January, February, March 2018. Corey's Kenshin was going crazy. Dashie was going crazy. Then Corey stopped uploading for like 4 months. So I was just watching Dashie, and I was crushing on Beyonce. And while that was going on, my school started a program of drumline. So we were enrolled in drumline. My mom got the drumline footage on Facebook. Again, my mom got a lot of drumline footage on Facebook. My mom got all the footage of me in my life. I mean, there's a few camp pictures of me that my mom took and that they took. Again, they took a few, but it's not on like a website for you guys to see. My mom got it. Yeah, damn. Anyway, yeah, drumline 2018. So I quit soccer to do drumline, and I was learning that. Drumline was cool. Then I got sick of that. I quit that because that kind of got boring. And then years later, when I was in high school, so before we graduated high school, I found out that my teacher that was teaching us drumline wasn't teaching us right. So my friends who actually stayed in drumline, even when I was in it, and they stayed and they grew through it and went to high school and COVID and all that through it, they told me, nah, he was teaching us cap. He wasn't teaching us real drumline. I was like, what? And these dudes were stressing me out, talking about, Gary, you have to be here every day. You have to do it like this, but just to find out that was fake. Man, I got so many stories to tell y'all. Oh my God! But I ain't gonna lie, I just been thinking about my childhood lately. I've been seeing pictures of me when I was younger. I was like, damn, time is flying. Like, I'm a whole different person. Like, my whole world changed since 2015. Like, mad people that I knew passed away. I had friends from school that passed away. Family passed away. The house that I grew up in, the house that I was born in, got sold. COVID had hit. I got dreads. Now I know about Jehovah. Now I stopped celebrating birthdays and holidays. Like, I'm a whole completely different human being right now. Now I'm more woke. Now I'm more aware of the spiritual, what's really going on this planet. When I was a kid, I was smart. As a kid, I was always intelligent, but I was never deeply rooted into like my mind being so expanded now. Now I'm like the king of nostalgia. Everything on my page is always bringing up nostalgia. Everything on my page is always bringing up nostalgia. I'm like the god of nostalgia now. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie. I miss those times, but the sad thing about nostalgia is, missing those times. You're enjoying seeing the footage of those times. So like music videos, songs, you're enjoying seeing those times, right? But while your mind is seeing the movies and the music, so all the lit content, you're enjoying it. But when it ends, you're back in the darkness of now, and it's like you're just kind of getting high. You're kind of getting high off of an adrenaline rush. And it's making you smile, but it's not really real because that's the past. The past can't come back. That's the past. The past is rewritten, is written, is done. So now we got to create the future. But it's just like there's nothing lit going on now. Plus, life be getting hard. That's why I said I miss being a kid. That's the whole point of this fucking video. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. But for real, like now we got responsibilities going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I got so many ideas, but it's just like, oh, it's crazy. Wow. I was the only Jamaican at that camp. I remember one time during camp, we went tubing, and one of my boys fell out his tube, and he was about to go down the rapids. Now we were going down the rapids. I told you we were living like white kids. I told you. No, I'm being for real though. We were living like white kids. I'm not trying to sound like that, but we were living like for real, man. Now he wasn't really my friend because he was like this smart ass, and he would always find a way to insult somebody. So he found a way to insult me, but I was cool with him because I don't let, me, I don't hold grudges. So if you got an issue, I'm gonna help you solve it. So he fell out his tube, and his tube came to me. So I got out my tube, pulled my tube, and I went to go get his tube, and I walked through the rapids to him. Now I think this was 2016 camp year. This wasn't 2015. 2015 we went tubing. But we didn't have an issue like that. Now, in 2016, we redid a lot of the things that we did in 2015, we did it twice. So it was lit. It was kind of fun. And you know, when we go tubing, it's like 90 degrees. It has to be 90 degrees because even in 90 degrees, it was still freezing because the water is like ice cold. Anyway, he fell out his tube and he was going down the rapids. And I went to go get it for him. Now, what made me feel like a lit little nigga that I am was that I had the hoes watching me. Now, I'm 10 years old. I'm a kid. We had like 4 or 5 pretty girls watching me grab the tube. And they're like, oh my God, Gary, he's such a hero. He's so amazing. Oh my God. I remember exactly what it said. Gary, you're a hero. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Black people don't call other black people heroes. That's how I knew I was in a new sunshine area, because I had white girls calling me heroes. Now that's tough. You know what I'm saying? That was beautiful. I felt like a goat. I gave him his tube and he was like, Gary, I owe you, man. I owe you. And I was like, no, you chilling. You good. What did it was the girls saying, oh my God, you're a hero. I wonder what they up to right now. Everybody's adults. You know what I'm saying? We were all around the same age group. Like, I remember I told you, it was 9th through 12th that was going to camp. And then Brian is my camp counselor. He was the one that looked like Ajax. His name Brian. Kia. And then I forgot the other camp counselor. There was another camp counselor who was one of our mains, but I forgot her name. I think her name Renee. I think it was Renee. Now, see, when I think of the whole scene, my mind is going back. I think her name's Renee. Anyway, I wonder what she up to. This is 10 years. They not gonna remember me if they see me. And I wonder what those other black kids is up to. They tough. Those black kids had like 6-pack. They were cool with me because I'm black too, obviously. Us black people, we gotta link together and stick together. So they were like, yo, what's up? What's your name? And then we were just linking. But we were cool. There was no beef. Everybody was lit. The Spanish kids, the white kids, the black kids, and we all linked up. And then the one Jamaican was just me. It was like a tie. We used to play foosball. We used to build forts. We used to play hide and seek. We used to play when they put shaving cream on and then they smash on your face. We used to eat graham crackers, soy nut butter. Oh my, we used to get so lit. I was cool with everybody. I remember we had another camp counselor named Jeff, but he was with the younger kids. The younger kids was cool with us. I remember going up there. They had a section. Oh my God, it was so fun. There's so much memories, just bringing it all back. 2015, Justin Bieber was on the playlist. You know what I'm saying? Miley Cyrus, like all the girls, Katy Perry was on the playlist. You know what the playlist was around that time. You know the upcoming rappers on that time. Cardi, Uzi, Travis Scott, A$AP Rocky, Ray Shremmer, Lil Yachty. You know they were coming next. They came in 2016. You know what I'm saying? Migos. Y'all know that they was coming. 21 Savage. Yeah, Kodak. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I miss those times, man. Oh my God. Avon, Connecticut was beautiful. That's where we went to camp at, Avon, Connecticut. Oh my God, we went rock climbing too. Well, not rock climbing. I'm exaggerating. But we did go, like I said, we went hiking. So we went hiking on cliffs. And then we used to be able to look over the city. Bro, they treat us like we were adults. We were literally, 9, 10, 11-year-olds playing like adults. Yo, like it couldn't get any better than that. So it's just nostalgia taking over me right now. I know I've been chilling lately. Like I feel like a unk. I feel like I'm like 200 years old, like 100 years old. Like I feel like I've been alive since World War I. World War II. Like I feel like I've been alive forever, and I feel like now I just feel like I've just been matured for so long. Like I feel old because there's certain things I don't want to do. Like there's certain things I just don't want to do anymore. So I'm looking back when I was younger. When I was younger, me was active me. So I'm getting nostalgic to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just lit. This is lit. But yeah, I think I named everything. We went hiking, foosball. We used to build forts. We used to go crazy. Oh man, we had fun. Radio. We went on so many trips. We used to do trips like every week. Now, that's why going to camp was so expensive. Like, it was like 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. It was like one of those numbers. It was one of those hundreds. You're probably like, God damn, yeah. Because we used to leave and go on trips every week. Like Thursday and Friday, we used to go on trips. Thursdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. No, I just said Tuesday and Thursday was swimming. So Wednesday was when we used to go on trips. And fun fact, right now I'm recording this on a Wednesday. Oh shit. See, 10 years ago, exactly. Anyway, we used to go on trips on Wednesdays. Like I just named. We went to a baseball game. See, I'm around white people, so we doing white people things. Baseball game. Bro, it was lit. Talking about, I miss being a kid just for simple stuff like that. Oh, amazing. Masterpiece. But yeah, I think I named everything. I think I named it all. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys made it to this time in the video, nostalgia took over me. Since we talking about nostalgia, in camp, I got this literally 10 years ago. It was actually July. We went to a baseball game. I think it was around this exact time. Yeah, we went to a baseball game and I had like $30 on me. See, that was before inflation, so shit was really affordable. Anyway, this is what I bought. I'm Jamaican. I like kicking soccer balls. You know what I'm saying? Camp was so fire. It was amazing. It was perfect. I miss that. I miss being a kid. Like, camp was lit because it felt more than just like a camp. It felt like we were a family. Imagine just like the people from my school. Just like the people from my school that I went to school with, like whenever they see my videos in the future. But imagine if anybody from who I went to camp with, Avon, Connecticut, educational playcare camp, 2000 summer 2015, summer 2016, Connecticut. I'm the only black guy you know that's named Gary. If y'all remember me, I just look different now and I got dreads. Y'all definitely not gonna remember me. Everybody just did. It's crazy how big this world is and how small this world is. Like they definitely not gonna remember me. But I want them to, cause we had such a lit, huge group. You know what I'm saying? And we all around the same age group, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's just 10 years later. Probably some of them probably 23, some of them probably 24. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple 13, 14-year-olds in that bracket, and it was because their parents had connections with the educational play care. My mom worked for that company, so she was like, "Hey, go to this camp." One of the best things that has ever happened in my life. Thank you, Mom. You know, I wonder if they're gonna remember if they see this video. I highly doubt it. To be honest, I highly doubt it. I mean, look at my basement. It's that same as it was. It's just we 10 years later. I'm the same. The world isn't though. So that's shit crazy, man. Oh my god. Brian was so legendary because he was one of those dudes that knew how to do everything. So as a kid, when you got a teacher or a counselor or somebody to look up to, right, that knows how to do everything and look like a Hollywood celebrity, that was iconic for us. We were like, what the fuck? This dude, he knew he was good at foosball. He was good at all the sports. He knew how to swim. He knew how to do everything. He was lit as hell. So when we saw him again, I saw him again at this event, this Travelers Championship event in 2018. So this is like right after we graduated. This is like a couple weeks before Ant-Man and the Wasp came out. This is like right after Avengers Infinity War. I was crushing on Beyonce. Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 again. That shit was crazy. I was like, what? Oh man, I wonder how he's doing now. He definitely not gonna remember me. Cause I look different. I look different every year. You know, a lot of people not gonna remember me. CT out.